Welcome to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC pre-match show on SoCo CW, sponsored by Cornerstone Roofing and Gutter. Integrity is the cornerstone of our business.
Welcome in to Widener Field in beautiful Colorado Springs. A Western Conference showdown of the USL as the Switchbacks FC play host to the Portland Timbers 2. And welcome in, everybody. Josh Howe alongside Roland Vargas. And Roland, the Switchbacks FC trying to build on what they established in the opener. An outstanding start to 2018.
It was a great win for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC against the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Vaulted the Switchbacks all the way to the top of the 2018 USL Western Conference table. 6
teams with a 1-0 start. A team not in that 1-0 category, the Portland Timbers 2, took one on the chin of the opener against Seattle. But if they're going to bounce back, Josh Phillips will play a big part in that.
And he's got the captain's armband today, returning to Widener Field after three seasons with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, and he's going to be going against that man right there. USL Team of the Week honors, Taylor Hunter.
Taylor Hunter, a guy with MLS experience and a big part of that back line of the Switchbacks FC. Should be a good one here. Switchbacks, Timbers 2, the starting lineups, the kickoff when we come back.
Honey, what's for dinner?
I don't know. Order a pizza.
I did it last time. You order.
I don't have the number.
Look it up. So easy. A 3-year-old can do it.
Hailstorms are fun to watch, but they can leave you with a damaged roof. When that happens, Cornerstone Roofing can put your roof and gutters back to where they need to be. We provide free inspections and insurance estimates, and we'll work with your insurance company so your new roof is hassle-free. Plus, our customer service department will walk you through every step to make sure it's a fast and easy process. Cornerstone Roofing is licensed and bonded, so all work is guaranteed. Call Cornerstone Roofing for your free estimate, because integrity is the cornerstone of our business.
Well, what a matchup here tonight. The Switchbacks FC, Portland Timbers 2 making their way out of the pitch here. As you see, Josh Phillips, the captain, the former Switchbacks defensive player, now with Portland making his return to Colorado Springs, and his Switchbacks FC team is going to face a T2 lineup. Keep an eye on number 80, Augustine Williams, he is electric, Roland.
He can really play. He gets in behind the lines. He's got speed to stretch the defense of his opponents. He's a good player for T2.
And T2 playing 5 on that back end defensively. For the Switchbacks FC, Marty Mabin into the starting lineup here tonight.
Huge to see Marty Mabin back. The Switchbacks obviously down a couple of attacking players, but Marty Mabin comes in. Luke Vercoloni perhaps pushed a little bit further forward to support AJ Jakwa, who scored that fantastic goal against the Galaxy 2 last weekend.
Now the Switchbacks FC 1-0 after that 2-0 victory over the LA Galaxy 2 last Saturday night. So Steve Tritchew, well, his team is going to face T2, and we say win for the first time. They had never beaten the Switchbacks FC, and the Switchbacks FC, they got to start fast, Roland.
They do. Keep pressing. It worked so well against Los Dos. They really pushed up, got in the faces of their opponents. Are going to look to do that as well. Close down T2, make sure they get them tired in the second half.
And lineup adjustment, Saeed Robinson is out. Shane Malcolm also out. That international friendly, one was against San Diego State, and then the other one, obviously, against the LA Galaxy 2. So here we go. You can see the jerseys flapping in the wind. It is a breezy night, blowing a little bit out of the south and the west. You see Portland T2 and the road white with green numbers, and the Switchbacks FC is Taylor Hunter, USL Team of the Week member, and that home black white numbers. And we are ready to roll here on a Saturday night. Josh Howe, Roland Vargas, glad you could join us here. Switchbacks FC, and Roland, after what we saw last Saturday night in the opener, I think a lot of optimism around this franchise. This is a talented team that Steve Tritchew has assembled in his fourth season.
It is, and it all built from that man, Taylor Hunter. His partnership at the back, absolutely fantastic last week next to Jamal Jack, really stifling that LA Galaxy 2 offense. They're going to look to do that today against a Portland Timbers 2 team that struggled, as we talked about a week ago.
Augustine Williams will control here on the opening kick, and Williams scored the only goal against the Sounders 2 last week in that opening loss. So here we go. T2 attacking from left to right, and you can see the wind already affecting the flight of the ball as Jordan Burt plays it off the right foot.
And it will be Luke Vercoloni is going to be pushed far forward. He's going to start on that left wing, try to support Marty May, but he's going to be down the middle. AJ Jakwa on the right-hand side.
So Portland goes with a little bit different look on the back end. 5 defensive players.
Yeah, they're going to look to soak up some of that Switchbacks pressure. They obviously watched last week, saw how high the Switchbacks pressed. Need a little bit of extra numbers in that back line just to keep the Switchbacks from causing them too much trouble early.
Jeff Adanella in goal for T2, and of course for the Switchbacks FC, Stuart Sayus in his debut with the Switchbacks FC pitches the shutout. And he is certainly going to be pushed this year because behind Sayus is Moise Poitier, a goalkeeper who led the USL in saves a season ago. Talk about depth. Steve Tritchew has built just that at that position.
No, definitely. And Stuart Sayus, he did well last week. He wasn't tested too much. The defense did a good job, but when he was called upon, he did well.
So Stuart Sayus on a goal kick here. 2nd minute of play. And a good drive with the right foot. See Phillips going high in the air, and here's Marty Mabin, and he will press up top.
He will. Great to see Marty Mabin getting the start. He's been doing well in practice. Marty Mabin's going to get that support down that left flank from this man right here, Luke Vercoloni.
Vercoloni, crossfield pass, and it's taken away there by Portland T2. Well positioned. Here we go on a counter. T2, corner of the 18. Opportunity there, but well positioned is Jamal Jack to clear it out.
Did a great job to work his way back. Did Jamal Jack to win that ball for the Switchbacks, but it's just going to come right back at him here from a good attack from T2.
That's Jimmy Mulligan out on the flank, into the 18, through the end line. And Switchbacks FC will control.
Just off the head of Augustine Williams. Did a nice job to find himself between that line right there. Just not enough pace on that cross. Such a dangerous player, Augustine Williams. We talked about him in the pregame.
Stuart Sayus, the Switchbacks FC keeper. You know, we talked in the pregame, Roland, about the history of this series. Switchbacks FC 4-0-3 lifetime against Portland 2T. The last time they met, August 5th, a season ago, it was a 4-1 win for the Switchbacks right here at Widener Field.
And the Switchbacks have done well against Portland. You talked about it. Obviously, the Timbers, too, struggled a little bit last year. Switchbacks were able to get some good points against them. Josh Suggs restarts that one. Good strength there from Ajakwa.
So at top you have Ajakwa, Vercaloni, and then Marty Maben at the point with the Switchbacks FC. Ajakwa there, number 14. You see him in the box, and then Marty Maben, number 9, and it'll be T2 ball.
It was a smart move by Taesong Kim to try to play that ball out first time to Jordan Burt. Just accelerated off the surface there. It goes out for a goal kick for the Timbers, too. Jordan Burt starting today in his more customary right back position. We saw just how well he did last week in that center midfield spot alongside Taesong Kim, but Jordan Burt back to what he knows best, back to that right back position to start the game here today.
Well, we talked about the change with Maben up top, and let's not forget about in that midfield spot, Tombe, number 15, here to the starting lineup as well here tonight.
A perfect player to bring in alongside Taesong Kim, really gets about, real big physical player. Tombe can play a pass as well, so that's strong to build around Taesong Kim in the center of the park. As you said, give Marty Maben the start. He brings a lot of strength and experience up top for the Switchbacks.
It's going to be switchback ball. Jordan Burt quickly on the throw-in for Colorado Springs. Now, Jordan Burt, a player who has emerged and shown so much versatility. We saw him at a preseason playing up at that midfield spot last week as well. They're starting him here on the back end, but clearly he's a guy who can play virtually anywhere on the field. So a free kick here for Colorado Springs as the captain, Josh Suggs, over to take it here in the 5th minute of play. And quickly on the start, shipping it forward, and Schweitzer not able to get there.
It's a good idea by Josh Suggs. Just take that one quickly, try to catch T2 out, looking for Jordan Schweitzer over the top.
Stuart Sayus, some footwork, swings it over to Taesong Kim, and a little bit of pressure here. Taesong gets it off nicely to Vercaloni.
That's how you break that high press, string a couple passes together. Good movement between the lines there for the Switchbacks FC.
Tombe. And here's Burt holding, chips it forward. A good run for A.J. Ajakwa, but a little bit too much.
You can see that ball just take off the surface a little bit. Jake was going to try to use his speed to get in behind, try to link up as much as he can with Jordan Schweitzer here today.
And Taesong Kim, the takeaway there, and Taylor Hunter. Boy, right now, Augustine Williamson Company well positioned in those lanes, and he'll chip it into the 18. Pressured from behind by Jack. Look out, opportunity here for T2. And ricocheted inside the box, and Portland still an opportunity. From way out, here's the cross headed out. And how about Jamal Jack?
Two great pieces of defending from Jamal Jack. He was the player who got the block on that initial shot from T2. Looked like they had a great opportunity, but the Switchbacks last-ditch defending, able to keep a shot off of Sayus' goal.
And Josh Suggs, the captain, able to work it away. Physicality, Harold Hansen, good size, number 45, and a matchup to keep an eye on as the night unfolds.
Good play by the Switchbacks. I was just going to say to keep that strike off of Sayus' goal, but T2 have started well. They've been pressing the Switchbacks high. Looks like they've gone to 4 at the back now, 2 holding midfielders for T2. They've done a good job putting the Switchbacks under some pressure here early.
Schweitzer backs off. Now Burt able to step up. Here we go for Switchbacks FC. Vercaloni ahead of him. Luke at midfield. Burt now to the right side. Schweitzer throws it forward, and Maben, you can see the idea, but not able to execute here. And you like the up-tempo mindset, though, early on for the Switchbacks FC.
You do. That's their game, is to press teams high, and you can see the interchange of that forward 3, Marty Maben, Vercaloni, and Ajakwa. It'll usually be Ajakwa on the right, Vercaloni on the left, and Maben down the center, but Marty Maben doing his defensive duty, splitting himself out wide there, tracking down the right-hand side, trying to get on the end of that ball.
So Suggs on the throw-in. Tombe. Josh now with the left foot. Vercaloni bumped from behind, and T2 will play it.
Another good high press from T2. Here's the captain, Josh Phillips, just going to look over the top.
This T2 team led by Cameron Knowles at his first season as head coach here of the USL version of the Portland Timbers. 2 is he spent 6 seasons with the MLS team in Portland as an assistant coach, so certainly very comfortable with the personnel in the way this organization, Portland, is wired.
Absolutely. You said it. That's how that organization does it in Portland. Great organization, one of the best in the MLS. And at the USL level, they promote from within. He's got the head coaching job now. He set his team up. They have been causing the Switchbacks some problems here inside the opening 8 minutes.
So Jeff Adanella on a goal kick here for Portland. And kept it low. Now it hangs up, and you can see the breeze really knocking it down. And it's going to be a factor all evening long. Suggs quickly. Vercononi flicks it back, and here we go. Maben. Vercononi continues to press. Phillips throws it back to Antonella. Josh Phillips, such a valuable member. He played, as we mentioned, 3 seasons. Obviously, fans here in Colorado Springs familiar with Josh Phillips. As you take a look at the head coach Cameron Knowles of the Portland Timbers, too happy to have Phillips on board. But last year played more games than any of his previous seasons in Colorado Springs. So healthy, and certainly for Phillips off to a good start for Portland.
Yeah, he had a good game last week despite T2's loss. He's got the armband once again here for T2, brings a ton of experience to Portland's lineup. As we see head coach there, Steve Tritchie with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, assisted as always by Woldy Harris.
In his 4th season, and what a job he has done. We talk about players leaving every year. They lose top talent. But Steve Tritchie, Woldy Harris and company, they find a way to go out and figure out what is the best fit for this franchise. And in year number 4, it's early. This looks like it could have the makings of perhaps the best team he's had to this point.
And he did such a great coaching job last week. We talked about it, obviously, playing some players out of positions that they're normally accustomed. Jordan Burt stepping into that center midfield role. It was a great roll of the dice last week by head coach Steve Tritchie. Paid off, got the win. And they're going to look to continue that here against a good Portland Timbers 2 side.
So here we go, a substitution of the early going. Out goes Marty Maben, and in comes Tobena Uzo.
Got to be struggling with a little bit of an injury there. You can see the disappointment on Marty Maben just coming off there. Player's going to come off inside 10 minutes. He might have picked up some sort of an injury, but Tobena Uzo, a great player for the Switchbacks to be able to bring on big, strong, physical player. You see Marty Maben there just gesturing to the leg. Hopefully he's going to be okay. He's a valuable member for the Switchbacks FC, but Tobena Uzo goes straight into that center forward role. He can hold up the ball. He's a big, strong, physical presence. He'll look to put the Timbers 2 under some pressure.
Strong strike there through the corner of the box and chased down by Hansen.
It's really unlucky for Marty Maben. He started well, had some good movement, especially down that right wing. But now Tobena Uzo is going to come in, just go straight in up top in that center forward position. You see Tobena Uzo winning the ball back here.
Tae-Song Kim drops for Josh Suggs, low on the ground. Here's Schweitzer the turn. Good feet. Vercoloni up the near side now. Luke, room to work here against his former teammate Josh Phillips. Corner of the 18 now. Vercoloni sets it up. Here's Schweitzer now. Holds, drops it back to Kim. Jordan Schweitzer. And good activity by the Switchbacks. Good feed. Schweitzer not able to get the kind of strike he wanted here in the 12th minute of play. Widener Field. Widener, a proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC. And tonight's game 2 of this 2018 USL season is the Switchbacks trying to go 2-0. Pick up another 3 points here tonight. Hard to believe this is the 8th meeting, and the Switchbacks have never lost to Portland T2. And this is a top-notch franchise. Clearly, talent, not an issue with T2.
Yeah, it's just the way the Switchbacks have matched up. They've matched up well with the team from Portland. Referee going to blow a foul there, bring that ball back. Unlucky on AJ Jacob, but as you said, no, the Switchbacks have just had the right number when it comes to playing against Portland. They've done well. They've traveled as well to the Rose City very well up in the Great Pacific Northwest. So just one of those things you can't really explain, but the Switchbacks have done great against the Timbers too so far for that man, Steve Tritchie, and they're going to look to continue that here this evening.
Tae-Song Kim. See Eric Williamson there. And the Joint Chiropractic sponsoring all the free kicks here of Switchbacks FC in 2018. Tom Bay. Talk about the new faces into this lineup, and not just on par with what they did a season ago, perhaps an upgrade in many positions. And Tom Bay gets the start here for the first time this season. You see the Trailheads moving behind the Switchbacks FC goal for the first time. I like the change.
Love it. No, they've been fantastic. We talked about it last week. They were in the corner of the stadium on the far side as you look to the right of your screen last season, but now they've been moved right behind that goal. You can hear the drums, the horns, the vuvuzelas. They've got it all out to the Trailheads.
Suggs on the throw-in. Good position by Tabena Uzo. Taesong Kim now. Holding for help. We got Tom Bay to the right side in front of Taesong, and back to midfield, a takeaway here, and they're going to go the other way. Ibo Bessi, and he'll start the counter. Bump from behind. Williamson goes down, and they're going to call a foul there on Taylor Hunter.
Unlucky for Taylor Hunter, just trying to come through, win that ball. Referee blows for the foul. Timbers 2 going to take their time to reset just inside the Switchbacks half.
Here to the Heat Depot corner. Bird, a long run. Well, that's speed on speed. They somehow cross it in. The header sails to the end line. That is the ever-dangerous Augustine Williams.
You called it. Golden chance there for Augustine Williams. Just unable to get the purchase on his header to put it on Stuart Sayus' net. Lucky for the Switchbacks there. It was a good cross in from that left-hand side of T2. Augustine Williams found himself in some space. Just wasn't able to direct his header on goal.
Harold Hansen, the midfielder. Well, they are stacked up top, whether it be Hansen, Williams, Ibo Bessi, Williamson. Top to bottom, no shortage of talent for head coach Cameron Knowles here tonight. Kim over to Jamal Jack. Sweeps it up. Here's AJ Achekwa. 3 white jerseys around Achekwa. Tom Bay rather. And now Burt throwing it forward.
Good pressuring from Taesong Kim. AJ Ajekwa on that right-hand side just needed a little bit of support. Helping him out there, as you said, really crowded out by the T2 defenders earlier on. But the Switchbacks have a throw-in and a good opportunity here. Jordan Burt's got a long throw on him if the Switchbacks choose to use that.
16th minute of play. Schweitzer back to Burt.
Did you know when you buy a new home from a reliable builder, you can personalize it to fit your needs? After all, your home is your castle.
Home buying tips presented by Oakwood Homes. Call or visit oakwoodhomesco.com or to speak with a new home counselor.
So the Switchbacks FC here in the 16th minute of play. Watch their former teammate Josh Phillips. Here to the offensive end, and sweeping back is Taylor Hunter. Josh Suggs, the captain here for Colorado Springs. Tabena Uzo heads it over. Here's Taesong Kim. Here we go, off the body. Kim throws it forward, and boy, had an opportunity there if they could have made one more play as AJ Achekwa in the open field. Anytime a one-on-one situation, you like the chances with number 14 with a little bit of green ahead of him.
And that play going forward there for the Switchbacks all happened because of the great hold-up play of Tabena Uzo. He's so strong in the air. He's going to win balls all day long against those Timbers defenders. Just holds that ball up well. It's just about whether he can get the support going forward, overlapping in with AJ Ajekwa on the right-hand side. Luke Furcoloni down the left for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Jordan Schweitzer as well through that middle. Switchbacks have options. They just need to support Tabena Uzo, the early first-half substitute with the injury to Marty Mabin.
Josh Suggs will play it in across midfield. Here's Tabena Uzo holding. Uzo now spinning. Here we go. Jordan Schweitzer, right side. AJ Ajekwa, he's got room. Quarter of the 18 here for AJ. Steps through AJ. Shot with the left foot, bobbled, and now covered by Antonella.
You can see why Antonella lost his place in the MLS there. A little bit of butterfingers there. Wasn't confident collecting that ball at the first opportunity. He was at the second. Good play from AJ Ajekwa. Very reminiscent of how he scored last week. This time he cuts in on that left foot, tries to curl it into the near post. Goalkeeper does get behind it, spills it initially as we see here on the Fat Boys Pizza replay. Nice move just to get that ball into his left foot from Ajekwa, looking for that near post. Bit of a bobble. Tabenuzo right on the doorstep, but the goalkeeper collects the second chance.
Little bit of a twist in terms of the rotation, almost a side rotation out of the shot. But with Ajekwa, he can make things happen in a hurry. And that time gets a first real shot on goal. Here's Hansen, but Bercoloni, the former captain, able to recover to send it out. Now a corner kick, the first of the night. This will be a Z-trip corner kick here in the 18th minute of play.
And Josh Phillips will come forward for this one from his center back position for the Timbers too.
To take the corner on Dre Lewis, the midfielder. First corner opportunity for either team here. The Z-trip corner kick. Good ball headed straight up in the air. Collision. Jack still down, as is Schweitzer. Big time collision.
That was a nasty one there. Jordan Schweitzer took a bad fall there, impacting the ground. Good job by the referee to spot that one. Blow a halt to play, but just two Switchbacks players going for that ball. Looks like Schweitzer's going to be okay. But it was a scrum right there on the edge of the 6-yard box. Schweitzer tries to win that one, just collides off his teammate, goes down. But the Switchbacks going to restart with the free kick from Stuart Sayus.
So Schweitzer walking it off. Stuart Sayus tees it up here on a goal kick. Good drive. Ajekwa bump to the back. Flip forward now for Portland. Burt challenges, and that's going to be Switchback FC ball.
It's a nice step forward from Jordan Burt right in front of the bench. Just playing that ball off the T2 player now for a throw in for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
Former Butler Bulldog on the throw in. Midfield, T2 an opportunity. Hansen right down the seam. They'll chip it forward, and Jamal Jack beats everybody in recovery.
It's really composed defending once again from Jamal Jack. Read that situation well, took the step back, played that ball out. Was unlucky they didn't get Jordan Burt on the end of that one. Referee going to blow for a foul here as the Switchbacks regroup their defensive lines behind the ball.
Now, how about the pairing at center back with Jack and Hunter? You won't find two better defenders in the USL.
I thought they were both fantastic. Last week I was disappointed not to see Jamal Jack make the team of the week. As we see here, the Joint Chiropractic sponsoring this free kick. Jamal Jack and Taylor Hunter, wonderful partnership last week against Los Dos. Really did a fine job of limiting any chances on Stuart Sayus' goal.
Low ball with side spin. Schweitzer heading it back. Quarter of the 18 now. Phillips, the cross, gets through, still alive. Look out!
Just fell there to the feet. I believe that was Augustine Williams taking the snapshot. It was Josh Phillips. You're not going to see him popping up too often on that right back spot, looking with that, whipping that ball in with the left foot. Took a couple of bobbles off some Switchbacks defenders, found its way to that man there, the ever dangerous, as you said, Augustine Williams. His shot goes firing right over the trailheads there. So a good job in the end by the Switchbacks defensively. They'll restart here, but T2 have had some good chances in the opening 20 minutes of this first half.
Sayus, long ball. Uzo over to head it back.
You see here on the Fat Boys Pizza replay, just falls right at the feet there of Augustine Williams. Tries to take that one off the half volley, but well done by the Switchbacks as we get back to live time here. The Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC winning their corner kick here at Widener Field.
Now an opportunity here for the Switchbacks FC. A Pikes Peak Brewing corner kick. Suggs will take it.
Watch out for Tabenuzo and Jamal Jack from this kind of a situation.
Cross, and that is headed right back out. Still alive. Over the head of Jack. Bicycled over the crossbar. That was Tabenuzo.
Great piece of invention there from Tabenuzo. Just found that ball behind him. Tried to whip that one goalwards there with the bicycle kick. Unlucky not to keep that one down, but a great piece of skill there to even make that attempt.
You know, the first real push on goal of the Switchbacks FC. outside of the shot of A.J. Ajekwa that was bobbled by Antonella. Here's another Fat Boys Pizza replay.
Great ball in as always from Josh Suggs. Nasty whip on that left foot. Just comes right there to Uzo. He just goes for the bicycle kick just over the bar. Unlucky there for the Switchbacks.
So both these teams a couple of great chances here in the opening half of play. 23rd minute, still no score. Hansen off the right foot. Vercoloni now to take away. Midfield, here's Uzo. Boy, look at the hole by Phillips. Uzo still able to break free.
That's good refereeing there. Referee just played for the advantage. Didn't see that the Switchbacks were going to take an advantage and brought that back, as you said, for the hold there from Josh Phillips. That's how you have to stop Teben Uzo, such a big forward. Josh Phillips had 2 handfuls of his shirt there, pulling back the big man. Referee saw that, blows for the foul.
So another joint chiropractic free kick. Suggs into the 18. Uzo through the end line.
It's a good idea for the Switchbacks to go early for Uzo. Maybe look for that flick on header. Just unable to find a teammate there.
Now, what a matchup this is. The talent, Jeff Antonella, MLS caliber goalkeeper. And he has certainly been tested here in the early going.
Good win from Taesong Kim. You talked about it from Antonella. Saw a lot of time at the MLS level last year with the Portland Timbers. Comes in this year, just talks to the strength and depth of this organization as we see this ball worked across to Josh Phillips.
Phillips surveying. Uzo on Phillips. Hesitation. And they'll throw it up with Jimmy Mulligan. Hansen now plays it back to center. 25th minute of play. A.J. Ajekwa, long run over to pressure here on the far side against T2. Burt, great win. Ajekwa still on his feet. Here we go. Quick turn by A.J. Keeps his feet. A.J. now. Ahead of him is Teben Uzo. 3 white jerseys around Ajekwa. No call. He hits the pitch, and we play on.
Unlucky there, A.J. Ajekwa. Great break forward off that win from Jordan Burt. Just didn't get the support down the right-hand side. Timbers, too, did well to outman him there and just win that ball back.
Our crew tonight letting him play on both ends. Here's Jamal Jack, the burst forward to Teben Uzo, outside part of the foot. And here we go, Vercoloni able to pitch it forward. Corner of the 18, now here comes Suggs. Suggs with the left foot, and it's deflected over the crossbar. A rocket by the captain, Josh Suggs.
Great piece of play from Josh Suggs there. Just let the defenders get behind the ball and then took that ball out onto his favorite left foot, blasted that one goalwards. Antonella 2 hands behind that one, able to punch it out for a corner kick, but great play from the captain, striding forward from that left back position there, as always, Josh Suggs. Wonderful shot on goal.
And Josh Suggs on this Pikes Peak Brewing Company corner kick to try to put the Switchbacks up. Great ball headed up over the crossbar, high in the air. The range, the size of Teben Uzo.
That's where the Switchbacks can be so dangerous. Nice whipped in corner kick from Josh Suggs. Uzo just able to keep unable to keep the ball down, but it was great play earlier from Josh Suggs to win this corner kick, as we see here on the Fat Boys replay. But the Switchbacks are getting some better chances here in the last 10 minutes. They've been going real even now with the Portland Timbers too, and the Switchbacks getting closer and closer to scoring in the last couple of minutes at Widener Field.
Suggs pressures Hansen over his head. Last touch by 45. So Josh, the throw in Uzo now off the right foot. Suggs at midfield. He's got Jack far back on the right side. Kim now playing it back to Taylor Hunter. 27th minute of play. It's been a composed team. The passing's really been pretty crisp tonight for Switchbacks FC. A little miscommunication there as Uzo thought Vercoloni was going to take it and vice versa.
It was a great bring down there from Uzo. That ball over the top, reached his heel out almost and caressed that ball down to his feet. As you said, just a little bit of a lack of communication there, but you expect that with Teben Uzo coming in as the first half substitute. Marty Maben had to lead this game early.
So Josh Phillips here on a joint chiropractic free kick. That's a good ball. Line drive off the hop. Sayus able to play it, no problem whatsoever.
Good starting positioning from Stuart Sayus. And a nice restart there, looking long for A.J. Ajekwa.
Kim with the right foot, able to pull it down. Tombe Low ball to Schweitzer. Burt chipped up. Here's Tabena Uzo, flicked back and nobody home. Good idea.
Great idea. Just looking for that first-time flick over the top. Perhaps to get on A.J. Jake on the end of that one, just unable to do so. But a good idea, showing the strength once again from Tabena Uzo, just peeling off his defender and holding off his counterpart from T2 there as he wins the ball. Nice feet from Tombe.
Soft touch, going to lob it over the defender's head. A.J. Achekwa back to Jordan Burt. Does he take a long strike? No, going to throw it to the right side. And down goes A.J. Achekwa, and they say it was kept in. Well, looked out from here, but the official right on it. We play on as Jack battling defensively at midfield.
Switchbacks going to win that ball on the far side of the field. Jordan Burt going to take this throw in. Switchbacks have done a good job of pressing a little bit higher in the last few minutes, winning that ball back earlier than they were in the opening 10. They've gotten some good chances on T2's net.
Cameron Knowles looking on there, the first-year head coach, T2. These teams have played well. This has been a good opening 28-plus minutes of action here. Both Portland and Colorado Springs with opportunities here in the first half.
You see Augustine Williams hitting the deck under the challenge of Jamal Jack.
Their Centura Orthopedics break of the action here due to the injury. Is Augustine Williams making his way slowly down here to the Switchbacks in.
It was a good idea from Jamal Jack to step forward, win that ball. Augustine Williams did a good job to shield it. T2 looks like they're going to look over the top here, try to see if they can be the first people for the knockdown of this long free kick.
You can see a replay. Our Fat Boys Pizza replay, and that's what set up that injury by Augustine Williams, but it all appears to be well as we are back to live action.
Yeah, Jamal Jack and Augustine Williams there sharing some words about their differences in opinion that led to that free kick. Don't think they got anything sorted out there, but ended it with a handshake. Stuart Sayus to restart here with the goal kick after that free kick. Flew straight out of bounds for T2.
Well, T2, the road has become home to start the season. As Switchbacks FC, opportunity here. Jordan Burt, top of the 18, cleared out with the right foot by Lewis. Opportunity here for Portland. Long run, look out, trouble ahead. Jack closing in from behind. Top of the 18 held, no call. Chipped out with the right foot by Hunter. Pressured from behind by Tombe now. Burt holding in a corner. Little 1-2 goes through the end line. It's going to be switchback ball, but back to the basically home away from home for T2. This is the second of 5 straight on the road to start the season. You talk about a grind for Portland.
As you see here, the Cornerstone Roofing and Gutter, one of the fine sponsors here. Switchback Soccer. Yeah, really difficult start to the 2018 USL season for T2. Not going to be home in Portland for a while. Going to be splitting some games between Providence Park, Merlot Field on the University of Portland's campus. So that's great when they do finally get back. But you talked about it's a lot of travel on those legs for the Portland Timbers too before they get their first game of the season and back at home.
Next Saturday they're in Salt Lake. Then 4 days from that point at Tulsa, and then another trip to Oklahoma. You would obviously got to stay in Oklahoma. 3 days later, play at OKC. So just a grind to start this Western Conference season. But one way to find out in a hurry just where your team is at is we roll into 2018 play, and a hard shot taken by Andre Lewis, still curled over onto pitch.
Yeah, just holding that heel there, Lewis. Just went in for the challenge with Tabena Uzo. Came off the worst of that. So we see there, Penrose St. Francis Health Services. Looks like he might need some assistance there, just talking to the referee, but Tabena Uzo, great player for the Switchbacks to bring on. He's done well leading the line so far. After Marty Maben had to be withdrawn just about 10 minutes into this game here at Widener Field.
The luxury of depth, though, that Steve Trichu has been able to build, and obviously this season able to have 7 in reserve. Tonight just 5 on the card for the Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, and obviously the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC down a couple players that started last week. Saeed Robinson, Shane Malcolm as well. Shane Malcolm obviously getting called up. You talked about it earlier in the broadcast for a couple of international friendlies for the Guam national team. And Saeed Robinson given a 1-game suspension by the USL. So the Switchbacks down those 2 players. Both did well last week. Looks like Lewis is going to be okay here. Training staff coming on, but he's just going to have to exit the game until the next restart of play. Josh Suggs ready to get the Switchbacks back underway here just inside the T2 half.
Strike far side of Burt, and it's not going to get there. By Schweitzer. Williams, quick giveaway now. Bercadoni, here we go. A.J. Achekwa. 2 defenders around him, ricochet out. That's going to be a corner kick. A Pikes Peak Brewing Company corner kick here in the 34th minute.
It's a good win there from A.J. Achekwa. Get that corner kick. Both center backs for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Taylor Hunter, Jamal Jack going forward for this one. So a lot of size, a lot of strength in the box now for the Switchbacks. And Josh Suggs' left foot delivery.
Bercadoni drops back, top of the 18. Here's the ball. Low ball. And Hansen able to send it back out. Another opportunity here for the Switchbacks.
Well defended by T2. Switchbacks get another corner kick. Same exact position for Josh Suggs. Switchbacks need to get those runners moving across the front post, open up some space just in behind them. They've got a lot of big players in the box here to the Switchbacks.
Tebeno Uzo standing right in the middle of the goal box. Uzo heads it up, still alive. Look out now, cleared out by Hansen. Well, you called it. He was positioned perfectly, Roland.
Yeah, and the Switchbacks did a good job there. Another great ball in from Josh Suggs. As Tombe looks across the top there, trying to swoop that ball out to the right wing. T2 might have a chance to break here if they're able to move quickly, but great covering defending there by Jordan Burt on that right back position.
Defensively, we have yet to see a glaring breakdown at this point in the season. Granted, we're just, a game and a half in or thereabouts, but well, they look like they have played together for years. Suggs, Hunter, Jack, and Burt on the back end. You'd be hard-pressed to find 4 better in terms of the continuity at this point in the season.
Well, you're right. They've done great for the Switchbacks FC so far. Helped out by their 2 central midfielders, dropping deep tonight. Taesong Kim, who just picked up the yellow card. Hanson Hot Springs yellow card, I believe, for Taesong Kim. Just off the ball there as we get back here to live play at Widener Field.
Eric Williamson set it up here for T2. Long blast over the crossbar from way out.
It's a good job by the Switchbacks there, closing down the shooting opportunity, forcing that one early. Jimmy Mulligan there on the strike. Just blazed it over the bar. Some of the Timbers, 2 defenders, a little bit unhappy because they'd push forward there from their center back positions. They were unable to get on the end of that one. Stuart Sayus ready to get us back underway here at Widener Field with the long goal kick to Benuzo. Another nice win.
Now Phillips heads it back. A little bit of ping pong going on near midfield. Williamson impressed from behind by Tombe. Tombe with the right foot, throwing it up to Ajekwa. White jerseys ahead of Ajekwa, and he'll throw it forward. Antonella on the play. But a well-played game here. Expect nothing less early on. These teams healthy and certainly motivated, trying to get off to a good start. Portland just looking for points. Switchbacks would love to pick up another 3 and really jump out in a hurry. Last year, as you might recall, a slow start for the Switchbacks FC, and they could really never find that rhythm. And that's something Steve Triccio and company no doubt addressed in the preseason is, hey, not just about the finish, but hey, you got to start strong and try to maintain that throughout a long grind of a season.
And the Switchbacks were so unlucky not to make the playoffs in the Western Conference last year, just finishing a couple points back. But as you said, doing a great job to start this 2018 season on the front foot. A lot of roster changes. They did well last week. They've looked like they've been deserving of a goal the past few minutes, but this game's just gotten a little bit more even as we tick toward the end of the first half. Timbers, too, have played well. They've gotten some chances for themselves going forward as well.
And how about the sound of the Trailheads in the background? Out in full force here tonight on a chilly late March evening. Tabena Uzo checked in around the 10-minute mark as Marty Mabin had to exit early due to an injury. And Switchbacks FC looking to break a scoreless match here in the opening half.
It was a good step forward there from the back line from Taylor Hunter. Just right at the end, unable to find that killer pass to break down the T2 defense.
There's Taesong, throws it out. They're going to be able to set up defensively, but Hansen will drop it off here for Jimmy Mulligan. 39th minute of play. There's Phillips. Crossfield going to that far side of the 18, long run for Victor Albaleda.
Great covering once again from Jordan Burt there, forcing the throw in, not giving up the corner.
And that's going to be switchback ball.
Just offside there, I believe, on T2 is what the referee's calling. Stuart Sayus will come forward and take this one. Really important, any goal that goes in now on either way. Switchbacks desperate to get that. You see how far forward Josh Suggs on the left back spot and Jordan Burt are pressing down that right-hand side for the Switchbacks FC.
Stuart Sayus. First-year starter for Switchbacks FC. Yet to give up a goal here. Shutout in the opener, that 2-0 victory over the LA Galaxy 2. And here he is, scoreless against T2. Portland able to keep it in play far side by Tombe. Quick spin, and here's Williamson in the midfield. Good feet up ahead, look out, danger, and Sayus decisive play to smother the opportunity.
But it was great play there, great strength from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC just to work that ball back to Stuart Sayus. Good starting position by the goalkeeper, came out and claimed well.
Jeremy Ibobesi, number 17 there, is another look. This Fat Boys Pizza second glance.
You see there just funneling that ball back to Stuart Sayus. Good sportsmanship there at the end of that play as well from the Switchbacks' number 1 goalkeeper.
Just under 5 minutes to go in the opening half. We'll see what kind of extra time is placed on the clock. Over near the accelerated Wealth corner, it's going to be a throw-in for Jordan Burt.
You can easily reach the penalty spot with these here, so a great weapon for the Switchbacks going forward. This long throw-in from Jordan Burt. Right in front of the accelerated Wealth sign in the corner of the stadium there.
Free in the box. Punch right back. And another little bit of a bobble there by Antonella. Certainly hands aren't as sure as he wants them to be here in the opening half.
But he's going to get some confidence as this first half goes on there. He was able to claim that one. Cardinal rule there for the goalkeepers not to let that ball hit the ground, so he was able to get that one. The second bite there, but as you said, it was a good ball in from Jordan Burt, whipped in with a lot of pace.
Colorado Computer Support once again backing the Switchbacks here in 2018 as you look at Andre Lewis ready for this joint chiropractic free kick. A lot of sponsors on board, and you talk about signs of a franchise. As you can see, our referee here tonight, Kevin Stott, talking to head coach Cameron Knowles at his first season. But just another indicator just what kind of support community businesses have for the Switchbacks FC. It just continues to snowball here in season number 4.
Oh, the Switchbacks have been doing great. We talked about it during the broadcast last week, just how often they've been getting out into the community. They were doing that again. Make sure you check out the Switchbacks Twitter handle, at Switchbacks FC. They were great getting their players out, doing some reading for the kids. As we see here, good ball in from T2, just a little bit too much on it, and it goes straight out for a Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC goal kick.
Andre Lewis able to hit that, and a bit too heavy is Stuart Sayus. Final minutes here of the opening half, but a great match here to this point. Pretty good crowd on hand. Of course, spring break coming up for a lot of the families and students, so a lot of people heading out of town early. But that being said, a pretty good crowd for a chilly late March night.
Chilly and breezy, had a ton of wind in Colorado Springs the last couple of days. Good news is, as you see that ball fly through the air pretty straight and true. You see there just a bit of a clash of heads there on the ball there. Tae-Song Kim moving back, trying to win that ball. Just clashed heads with Tombe.
Hands into the corner, played by Taylor Hunter. And help from behind from Mulligan. Stride for stride is Hunter. And the long striding Andre Lewis to midfield.
Great job by Jordan Schweitzer to close down. There now A.J. Jaquith putting on the high press. Winning the ball back. Great job by the Switchbacks FC.
Here's Tae-Song Kim. Boy, had an opportunity and perhaps overstepped just a bit. Jamal Jack fighting for position. Kim over to help. And now Bert's going to press. Jordan drops back and room to work for T2 here in the 44th minute of play. Top of the 18, flicked out of the box and right back out Tae-Song Kim, but foul is called. Jamal Jack not happy.
Yeah, referee, they're just on the edge of the Switchbacks box. This is a dangerous opportunity here. Switchbacks have to get all their players behind the ball there to defend this one. This is going to be a dangerous opportunity for the Portland Timbers, too, to get a strike on goal right at the end of the first half here at Widener Field.
Jeremy Ibobesi, one of the attackers up top here for T2. Madu Jadama to the left of Ibobesi. Perhaps Jadama going to take this kick.
Stuart Sayus just organizing his wall. Looks to be a five-man wall here right in front of the Switchbacks goalkeeper, but a dangerous opportunity here.
This is Ibobesi. And off the wall, back here to the T2 end.
Switchbacks FC did a great job of staying big there, clearing that ball out. So we'll see how much stoppage time we have here at the end of this first half. It's been a well-played, fair first half here at Widener Field in Colorado Springs. Both teams had some good opportunities going forward.
Here's Jordan Burt. They're going to hold as, actually that's going to do it. So that was about it for stoppage time. And with that, Switchbacks T2 head to the locker room. What an opening. 45 minutes of play. Scoreless here in Colorado Springs. Stick around. The halftime show is coming up next.
Honey, what's for dinner?
I don't know. Order a pizza.
I did it last time. You order.
I don't have the number.
Look it up. So easy, a 3-year-old can do it.
Hailstorms are fun to watch, but they can leave you with a damaged roof. When that happens, Cornerstone Roofing can put your roof and gutters back to where they need to be. We provide free inspections and insurance estimates, and we'll work with your insurance company so your new roof is hassle-free. Plus, our customer service department will walk you through every step to make sure it's a fast and easy process. Cornerstone Roofing is licensed and bonded, so all work is guaranteed. Call Cornerstone Roofing for your free estimate, because integrity is the cornerstone of our business.
Hacienda Villarreal, authentic Mexican cuisine in a bright and colorful atmosphere. Come in and enjoy some of our signature specialty plates, made fresh to order just for you, like the molcajete, fajitas, and the steak and shrimp plate. We've also got all-you-can-eat enchilada Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, and Gorditas Wednesdays. And don't forget to try one of our flavored margaritas. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner, dine-in, carry-out, and delivery. Hacienda Villarreal, located near Platt and Murray in Colorado Springs.
Pop culture trivia, but it gets pretty intense.
The new guy. Whoa,
he looks exactly like me.
No.
Separated at birth much? We should switch name tags and no one would know who is who.
Jamie, you seriously think you look like him?
I'm pretty good with comparisons. Like how Progressive helps people save money by comparing rates, even if they're not the lowest. Whoa! Wow. I mean, the outfit helps, but pretty great. Look at us.
Fat on flavor, skinny on price.
Fat Boys Pizza and
Honey, what's for dinner?
I don't know. Order a pizza.
I did it last time. You order.
I don't have the number.
Look it up. So easy, a 3-year-old can do it.
What is life? The everyday drudgery of work and bills, or is it those small moments when you can pause, close your eyes, and be in the moment? What is beer? It is the moment.
Beer is a beautiful thing when it's done right.
He's a legend and a genius. I hope I can live up to his expectations.
When you put everything you have into something, the blood, the sweat, the tears, you hope to have created something people are willing to put their reputation on the line for. And if it's not, you need to start over.
It's an intense process and it's very frustrating when things aren't done perfectly.
It doesn't matter if you're a success or a failure in life. Because in here, the only thing that matters is the beer's perfection.
Beer is not a simple beverage. It's the dew on the grass in the morning. It's the elation of success. It's your biggest supporter. It's your memories of friendship and sorrow. It's love. It is life.
It's perfect.
Hi, we're being joined today by Jake Edwards, president of the USL. Just getting ready to kick off an exciting 2018 season. Jake, thank you very much for joining us today.
Great, my pleasure.
Looking at some of the players, we've had a number of internationals now that call the USL home. What does that mean to you and the rest of the folks at the league that we're seeing so many of these world-class players now apply their trade here with the USL?
It's important. It's a testament to the growth of the league, the exposure the league's getting around the world now, that players in a number of countries are now seeing the USL regularly, appreciating the quality of what's going on here, and want to make this the league they want to play in, whether that's Didier Drogba, Joe Cole, and players of that caliber and quality who have played at the very highest level. We've had a significant amount of players this season that have played in the Gold Cup, that have played in the World Cup qualifiers, that are playing full senior international, as well as a nice mix of some of the next best players coming out of this country, you know, players on the under-20 national teams. And it's an exciting mix on the field, and I think it just speaks to the commitment and the investment that the owners are making into their clubs, the quality of coaches we now have in our league, and their ability to recruit players from all around the world. And I think it's just the quality of the competition certainly attracting better and better players.
You touched on coaching a little bit with the number of call-ups that we've seen as well from the players here at the USL playing for their national teams. What does that speak to in terms of the quality of coaching that we've seen?
It's great, and it's an area of our league we take seriously and we spend a lot of time on. We have a full-time department here that just works with our coaches. It is critical that we continue to attract better coaches all the time. We've got coaches now that have coached at the MLS, that have coached in Liga MX, that have coached in some of the top leagues around the world. What that brings is an understanding of what it takes to build a professional football club and how to instill a real football culture. Make no mistake, it's a large reason why we have so many top-class players coming in the league, and it's testament to the quality of coaches. Last year we had 2 coaches go on the new Federation Pro license. Now we've got 9 coaches on the Pro license this year, and more coming next year. So those coaches are doing tremendous work at the clubs, from the first team all the way down to the youth programs in the community.
Back here at the half, scoreless here, Switchbacks FC and T2 out of Portland. Well, the Switchbacks FC, one of 6 teams in the Western Conference to start the season unbeaten. And Roland, they don't have a goal to show for their performance so far after 45 minutes, but they have been outstanding.
They have defensive half that the Switchbacks were able to get some good opportunities on the goal of the Portland Timbers too. Timbers reciprocated as well. They got some opportunities going forward, but the Switchbacks, they look good. They look like they're in good shape for the second half, going to come out attacking, as we see here, the Eastern Conference standings in the USL as well.
Yeah, 5 teams with a 1-0 start. Keep in mind the Eastern Conference with 16 teams. The Western Conference with 17, and Bethlehem Steel leading the way. Charlotte, Tampa Bay, Louisville City, and New York City Red Bulls 2. And Louisville actually, due to inclement weather, not able to play tonight, so that one postponed. Well, some of the matches from around the league here tonight, scoreless, a lot of games. Tulsa, Real Monarchs, and boy, what a battle in San Antonio, St. Louis, an interesting look there. And how about Swope Park on the road in Seattle?
Yeah, the Switchbacks will be facing off against Swope Park Rangers here soon. Fresno against Los Angeles, another 0-0. That's going to be a good rivalry, I think, going forward in the USL's Western Conference between those 2 teams out in California.
Well, so many stories throughout the USL this season. The expansion to the 33 teams certainly headlining that list. Out west in this conference, Vegas, Fresno, what additions.
Yeah, they've been great so far. Obviously just a game in, but their fan bases have been huge. And what about the international call-ups? The Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC obviously losing for this game. Shane Malcolm, he's gone away for some international friendlies with Guam, but that's great for the USL, brings great exposure to the league. And talk about exposure to the league, of record attendance in week 1 of the 2018 USL season.
With 14 matches, nearly 70,000, certainly eclipsing the mark by almost 20% last season when they had 13 matches under that number. So all in all, President, the USL, Jake Edwards, has got to be pleased with the start so far. And speaking of pleased, if you're Steve Tritchew, going into the half defensively, not a lot to improve on. They were outstanding.
They were defensively. They've just got to string a couple more passes together in that offensive area, get some more shots on the T2 goal. We saw a little bit of dangerous goalkeeping from the Timbers, too, in that first half there as we see the shots. And very even there, 6 shots each. Just a couple fouls more for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. No offsides called in the first half by the referee's assistant. It was a fair half. It was a well-played half, but the Switchbacks just need to keep pressing forward, use that high press, keep winning the ball back, and hopefully they'll get some more strikes on the Portland Timbers 2 goal.
We are halfway home. 45 down, 45 to go. Stick around. The second half is coming up next.
Honey, what's for dinner?
I don't know. Order a pizza.
I did it last time. You order.
I don't have the number.
Look it up. So easy, a 3-year-old can do it.
When you're in the market for a new home, consider the advantages of working with a reputable builder. Make sure quality and craftsmanship are part of the offer. Energy and efficiency are both must-haves. And find an area of town that's right for you. It's your home, So do your home work.
Home buying tips presented by Oakwood Homes. Call or visit oakwoodhomesco.com or to speak with a new home counselor.
Hailstorms are fun to watch, but they can leave you with a damaged roof. When that happens, Cornerstone Roofing can put your roof and gutters back to where they need to be. We provide free inspections and insurance estimates, and we'll work with your insurance company so your new roof is hassle-free. Plus, our customer service department will walk you through every step to make sure it's a fast and easy process. Cornerstone Roofing is licensed and bonded, so all work is guaranteed. Call Cornerstone Roofing for your free estimate, because integrity is the cornerstone of our business.
At AFW, we have everything you need for your small space. Just because you live in a small space doesn't mean you need to skimp on style. With our large selection and incredible values, you are sure to find pieces that allow your small space to be functional and on trend with the hottest styles. No matter what size home, we'll help you maximize your space. Style, selection, and value, that's American Furniture Warehouse.
Fat Boys Pizza and
Honey, what's for dinner?
I don't know. Order a pizza.
I did it last time. You order.
I don't have the number.
Look it up. So easy. A 3-year-old can do it.
Chilly night here in Widener Field, Colorado Springs. On the Springs' east side, 0-0 here at the half. Switchbacks FC and T2. Well, plenty of highlights, not necessarily offensive, although there were chances, but good play on both sides of the ball as we go and take a look back at some of the action here. The opening 45 minutes of play. T2, some great opportunities.
Yeah, and that was a great chance there for the Timbers, too. A great block from Jamal Jack right at the end there to keep that strike away from Stuart Sayus' goal. And there he is with the flying header, eventually cleared by Luke Vercoloni. But the Switchbacks had some good chances going forward to their own. Nice interplay there. Jordan Schweitzer looking for that strike. Ball just got caught under his foot a little bit, maybe took a bit of a bobble before he was able to get that strike at goal.
And through the end line there, just off the mark, trying to connect with Hansen. Corner kick, Josh Suggs. Great touch there, and boy, that one that close. Uzo bicycling over the crossbar.
Yeah, it was a great piece of invention there from Tabena Uzo to get a strike on goal, or excuse me, just above the goal.
Well, Pikes Peak, the shadow here is Widener Field as we are ready to go just about for the second half. So after this one tonight, on the road for 2 straight at St. Louis FC in Swope Park. So 2 at home, 2 on the road. That's pretty good balance to start the year for the Switchbacks.
It's going to be a good trip for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Great to see Devil Agoric again. St. Louis, good team there. They'll get a good barometer of where they are in their road games. But a difficult 2-game road trip for the Switchbacks coming up after this second 45 minutes of action here in the shadow of Pikes Peak at Widener Field.
Well, we'll see what kind of adjustments T2 makes, of course, coming from sea level. Second half, traditionally for opponents, it's been a grind as, boy, the Trailheads, what cold, sporting the short pants here tonight.
Going with the shorts, a little bit aggressive perhaps this evening. It was nice and warm today, but wind's kicked up as soon as that sun goes down behind Pikes Peak. Gets a little chilly, but Trailheads once again out in force, going to be rooting on their Switchbacks. Can be trying to bring that ball into the net there, right in front of them there on the right side of your screen as you look at home here in the second half.
So Switchbacks FC will attack from left to right. CT2 is up top. Striker Augustine Williams there getting loose, ready to go. He'll go right to left. That's Tombe. Taylor Hunter. Tae-Song Kim over to the left side of Tombe. Is about as even as you can get in terms of matchup on paper. These two teams loaded with talent. Tabena Uzo will control here to start half number 2. Josh Howell, Roland Vargas, glad you could join us on a Saturday night here in southern Colorado. Tae-Song Kim off the feed from Uzo. And here we go. Jack, Tombe, Sweeping it over the left side is Hunter. Jordan Burt playing up, a little bit on the overlap here. Burt now off the right foot. Jordan now, some room to work. Burt holds, behind him is Schweitzer. Circling is Jordan.
That was great play there, getting forward from Jordan Burt. Just need a little bit more support there in the end, but that's going to be critical for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC in this second half. Get Suggs and Burt as far forward as they can as we see Taylor Hunter win another ball there at the back for the Switchbacks.
And keep in mind, I talked about the breeze in the opening half. You look at the flags and nearly stiff against the poles here. Good cross, here we go. Schweitzer holds, left-footed strike, didn't get a whole lot on it. Perhaps had to hold just a bit longer than he wanted to.
It was a good idea from Schweitzer just to use that left foot, try to curl that one in the far stick, but Antonella, good goalkeeping, good starting position, claimed that one easily.
Switchbacks FC will control the far side. Steve Tritchew looking on. And what a team he has assembled here. The playoffs in his first 2 seasons could have been 3 easily, but narrowly missed a season ago. Nearly into the goal, and somehow A.J. Jake was still standing on the doorstep. Ball did not get to number 14.
And it was wonderful feet there from Tebena Uzo to get that ball right across the face of goal. Unlucky there. It's best switchback chance of the game.
What a takeaway by Jack. Look at the speed, the power. Jamal Jack.
Such an intelligent soccer player, Jamal Jack. Really good starting positioning there. Won that ball back well, as you said. Great step forward there using his physicality. Able to set the Switchbacks on their way here offensively.
Tombe left side of Josh Suggs. Played up to Vercanoni. Suggs now sweeping it back to Hunter. Tae-Song Kim drops back. Here's Jamal Jack. You have Burt to the right side of Jack, and Switchbacks really spreading it out, looking for an opportunity here up ahead. A.J. Jake won aggressive play. Good decision by Antonella. High in the air, Jack slamming down to the pitch. He's still on the ground.
It was a great win there from Jamal Jack. Hopefully he's going to be all right. Took a nasty hit there, as you said. Won that ball back cleanly. Just went into the ground there. Referee's going to wave on the training staff here for the Switchbacks FC.
We'll see if we can get a Fat Boys Pizza replay on this, as Jamal Jack came down hard. He was high in the air. And number 8 still down as the training staff. And here's our Fat Boys Pizza, another look.
Yeah, just a little flick over the top. Jamal Jack read that one well, won that ball back easily. Might have just have gone head-to-head there with the opponent before he fell to the ground. But the Switchbacks FC training staff on the field here taking a look at Jamal Jack. Good job by the referee to stop this. Penrose St. Francis Health Services nod to the dock here to start the second half. Hopefully Jamal Jack's going to be okay. Looks like he's going to be helped up. Such an important player for the Switchbacks FC.
Good to see there. The temperature right now still in the 50s, so clearly the turf is not frozen, but nonetheless, that was a hard shot. Jack going to exit the game here. 49th minute of play.
Looks like he's going to be all right to continue. Referee just going to restart play here with the drop ball to Antonella. And T2 will get us back underway here at Widener Field.
So play resumes as Tebena Uzo pressing up top. Dangerous play, Antonella able to feed it out.
And Jamal Jack is back on the field. Just out of your screenshot there. Great to see him back straight in next to Taylor Hunter, his center back partner this evening.
By Hansen and Ibubesi. They're going to replay it. Midfield, 50th minute here. Great hustle by Jordan Schweitzer. This has really turned into a defensive battle here. At least it's continued for the first half in the early minutes of half number 2 here. 50th minute of play. Still no score. Phillips sweeps it back, and Antonella.
Cornerstone Roofing and Gutter, another proud partner of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Just straight offside there. Referee's assistance flag went straight up to Benauzo, just a couple feet offside there, just behind the T2 defense. Antonella's going to restart here with a long free kick.
We saw the Switchbacks come out with a lot of energy in the opening half, and clearly filling out process has been completed as these two teams more than comfortable with the style of play, but it looks like they've settled in, and this is going to be a defensive, grinded out matchup, and we'll see if there are any breakdowns and if the Switchbacks FC can take advantage as Sayus, and an opportunity here for T2.
It's good pressing forward there from the Timbers too, putting the Switchbacks defense under some pressure.
That's Nathan Smith. Jamal Jack, here we go. Jordan Schweitzer. Vercoloni now. Jordan. Good ball up. Josh Suggs. Quickly up off the pitch. Ahead of him is A.J. Ajekwa, quarter of the 18. A.J. spins. Shot! And it's deflected over the crossbar. Bang, bang play. A.J. Ajekwa.
Brilliant strike on goal from Ajekwa. Hardly any backlift there as he whips that one on goal with his right foot. Strong save from Antonella, palming that one over for our first Heat Depot corner kick of the night here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. But a great job from Ajekwa, keeping himself onside, getting on the end of that ball and driving it goalwards there with almost no backlift, keeping that strike down, making Antonella palm that ball over for a Heat Depot corner kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
Out of the Heat Depot corner, Switchbacks FC, an opportunity here. Bent in, ricocheted out, cleared out now. And Tae-Song Kim back at his own end to play it. And another look at that corner.
Switchbacks just going to reorganize here and attack T2 once again. Nice move down the left-hand side by Schweitzer.
Through the end line, so T2 will play it. Looks like some of the energy, Roland, been sucked out at least early on of this second half.
Yeah, fans just filing back into their seats. It was a good couple of series there offensively for the Switchbacks FC, especially with that strike on goal by A.J. Ajekwa. He's going to be a player the Switchbacks have to get involved early and often in this second half. Jordan Schweitzer looks like he's pressed a little bit further forward than he was at the end of the first half for the Switchbacks, just to try to support Benauzo as much as he can, dropping Luke Vercoloni a little bit further into midfield for the Switchbacks.
Tae-Song Kim. Midfield, Schweitzer. Played up, we play on to Benauzo. Holding. Drop back and not able to connect, looking for that overlap. And 54th minute of play, still setting on zeros here in Widener Field.
Switchbacks doing a good job pressing forward, pinning the away team deep in their half, led by that man there on camera to Benauzo. It's going to be a nice, easy win here for Jamal Jack. Just looking for the help from the goalkeeper there. Stuart Sayus didn't come forward to claim that one, but the Switchbacks do a good job of playing out. Tae-Song Kim looking over the top for A.J. Ajekwa.
Here's A.J. through the corner of the 18. A.J. able to keep his feet. Waits for help. He's got Burt to the left side. Jordan now. Room to operate. Schweitzer. Just mishit. Benauzo was there, but in the lane. T2 able to knock it away. Gets behind Suggs. So a valuable possession comes up empty for the Switchbacks FC.
But another great break forward, down the right-hand side by A.J. Ajekwa, showing that blazing speed, getting in behind. The support was there. Jordan Schweitzer, Jordan Burt as well. Switchbacks just unable to get a shot on Antonella's goal in the T2 net. But a nice win, stepping forward there from Luke Vercoloni.
Here's to Benauzo. Vercoloni now. Luke looking to cross it in and thrown right back out. Portland, and that ball gets through. Jamal Jack has it covered.
Yeah, great covering by Jamal Jack, helping out Taylor Hunter there, his center back partner. Good job by the Switchbacks defending as a team once again.
56th minute of play. Jimmy Mulligan got the start last week alongside Josh Phillips, so 2 straight weeks now, that tandem on the back end for T2. Really stretched out for both teams, covering a lot of ground right now.
Yeah, you talked about it. This game has really bypassed the midfield the last couple of minutes. Both teams lumping it forward, getting some opportunities. The defenders have been having to scramble around, cover a lot of ground. This could really pay in the last 10-15 minutes here at Widener Field, given the altitude, given the conditions that the Switchbacks are used to playing in here in Colorado Springs.
Jack to Schweitzer, Tom Bay. Left side played up now by Taylor Hunter. Pace of the game really slowing down, and perhaps the Switchbacks, the deliberate approach, waiting for something to open up. Bercoloni, cross, here's Uzo, turning, blocked. We play on.
Such smart play there from Tebena Uzo, able to flick that ball up with 1 foot, spin around, whirling dervish style, try to fire that shot on goal, but it was well defended in the end. T2, desperate block there right on the edge of Antonella's goal to keep that strike from the Timbers 2, number 1. Great play here, as we see here on the Fat Boys Pizza replay. Josh Suggs, little flick, one bounce up off the left foot, turns, spins, fires that one on goal, but a great block in the end from the T2 defense.
Keeps it scoreless. 58th minute of play.
See here the Switchbacks FC winning a free kick just inside the Timbers 2 half.
Well, Roland, we talked about many fine sponsors. Oakwood Homes, one of those fine sponsors. Here's a message from Oakwood. Have that right after this joint chiropractic free kick. And Josh Suggs will take it.
Good ball.
Headed up on the backside to Tebena Uzo. That close to putting the Switchbacks FC on the board.
What a terrific free kick from Josh Suggs. Devilish off that left foot there. Put it right on top of the penalty spot. Tebena Uzo coming around the backside, just unable to clip that one inside the post. Unlucky there for the Switchbacks, but a brilliantly taken free kick off the left foot of the left back, Josh Suggs.
Now that is what Tebena Uzo can do. So dangerous. H.H. Aqua pressured from behind by Smith, and that'll roll through. Antonella able to play it for T2. Here's another Fat Boys Pizza look.
Just got a flick in front of Tebena Uzo there. Just dragged the striker a little bit wide, trying to reach that right foot, guide that one on goal. Unlucky there, golden chance for the Switchbacks FC, and all because of the free kick from the captain, Josh Suggs.
Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Haven't seen many yellow cards. That was obviously a few minutes ago. But all in all, been a pretty clean game, Roland.
I believe it was just before that free kick. It has. The referee's done a good job. He's been positioned well so far here tonight. Played advantage when it's needed to be played.
Kevin Stoddard, referee, assisted by Jordan Watts, Ilya Sonasov, and Ben Oakley rounding out the crew here on this Saturday night in Colorado Springs. Jamal Jack gets pushed from behind.
And Jamal Jack looking for the foul there, and he gets it right in front of the end line, and the Switchbacks will restart. A long kick from Stuart Sayus. Get a good look there at Jordan Burt.
Sporting the mustache here tonight.
Got the great mustache back in his favorite right back position. Jordan Burt's done well to get forward and support the attack. Josh Suggs as well down the left-hand side, and it's all because of that partnership. We've talked about it many times during this broadcast. Taylor Hunter, Jamal Jack in the center of defense for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, taking a lot of pressure off the rest of their teammates, letting them play their brand of soccer for the Switchbacks here at Widener Field.
Stuart Sayus to midfield. Well, the breeze still a bit of a factor. It's kicked up a little bit more here out of the south. Certainly much more of a factor in the opening half. Is on the hop. Sayus, no problem.
Good strength from Jamal Jack, just shielding that ball back to his goalkeeper. Sayus will restart here for the Switchbacks FC, looking long. That combination of Luke Vercoloni and Josh Suggs down the left-hand side.
Now, defensively, we have called Jack's name many times. Of course, Hunter, Suggs, Burt, but they have just been outstanding here. A little over a game and a half in.
Good combination play there from T2. All started with the great feet from the goalkeeper, Antonella. Was able to make the clearance there off a ball that was hit back with a lot of pace toward the T2 goalkeeper. Portland Timbers, too, able to string a couple of passes together, try to open up the Switchbacks, but just too much on that final pass. It runs through to Sayus.
62nd minute here on our Oakwood Homes scoreboard. Holding, turning, and Burt resilient. That switchback ball.
I see a substitution on the far side of the field here for the Timbers, too. I believe it's Hansen that's going to go off the field. We'll see who's going to be replaced by here. So we've got about 30 minutes left here at Widener Field.
So Devin Jamka, number 53, in for Hansen in the 63rd minute of play. Switchbacks able to throw it up out at midfield while we have a break of the action here. Oakwood Homes, one of the fine sponsors. Here's a word from Oakwood. That message from Oakwood Homes, one of the fine sponsors of Switchbacks FC. So Devin Jamga in, Harold Hansen out here in the 64th minute of play. That's a fine tackle by Suggs.
Great working back there from Josh Suggs. Feels like he won that ball.
From a reliable builder, you can personalize it to fit your needs. After all, your home is your castle.
Home buying tips presented by Oakwood Homes. Call or visit oakwoodhomesco.com or to speak with a new home counselor.
So here we go to the accelerated Wealth corner kick for T2. Knotted at 0. Andre Lewis through the box. Schweitzer. And that's going to be Switchback FC ball.
Switchbacks did a good job to defend that one. Jordan Burke going to take this throw in for the Switchbacks. Not too much activity going on their bench right now. They're going to go with the 11 that they've got on the field. Obviously, that earlier change they made in the first half. Marty Maven being forced out. Tabena Uzo coming on. Uzo's done a good job since he came in. We'll see here what the Switchbacks are able to do. Last 25 minutes in Colorado Springs. They're able to keep their perfect record alive to start the 2018 USL Western Conference season. Right in front of the referee there, going to give a throw in for the T2.
So an opportunity here at midfield, 65th minute of play, and really turned in just to a defensive tug of war, much like an SEC football game. Old Alabama, LSU, a 9-6, 9-7, something like that. That's what it feels like here in this USL Western Conference early season showdown. Switchbacks FC 4-0-3 all time against Portland, but This is a match in which Portland certainly has played well enough to at least have one on the board. Both these teams have had their chances.
They have. Both teams now, as we tick toward the second half, the second 45 minutes here, Widener Field, afraid to make any mistakes, regrouping well defensively, getting 2 banks of 4 behind the ball. So both teams very hard to break down. We've seen a lot of defensive soccer, a lot of technical soccer here throughout this opening 66 minutes at Widener Field. Jordan Schweitzer there. Nice move just to hold that ball up and feed his teammates. Tombe's just going to need a little bit of support in the middle of the field as Timbers 2 try to work this ball wide and put the Switchbacks under pressure.
There's Suggs defending. And that one in front of the goal. What a save with the right foot by Sayus.
Fantastic save from Stuart Sayus. Came at him from almost a point-blank distance off the foot of Jamal Jack. Jamal Jack just got his feet tangled there. Fired that ball in his own goalkeeper, but Stuart Sayus read that one well. Knew that was a possibility and saved strongly off the deflection from Jamal Jack. Best chance for the evening for the Portland Timbers too. As you see here the replay, that ball fired across on the Pizza Boys replay. Jamal Jack just tries to clear that one with his left foot, directs it towards Sayus' goal. Great job from Sayus staying alert, able to save that one. That's unlucky on Jamal Jack. He's had a great night so far in the Switchbacks defensive line. Luke Vercoloni here right inside the box.
Vercoloni now goes down top of the 18, no call. After our Fat Boys Pizza replay, tangled up at midfield. Taylor Hunter not going to get a call. Look out, Portland to the open field. What a takeaway there on the far side by the captain, Josh Suggs, slowing that attack.
Good hold-up play from Jordan Schweitzer. He's been pushed further forward in this second half. Luke Vercoloni's going to see the Switchbacks FC can't get an opportunity on the T2 goal.
Tombe waiting, Taeson Kim. Long ball down, big run here for Burt, offside.
Just going to go out of bounds there. As you said, ball just seems to accelerate off that surface. Both teams, what a save from Stuart Sayus. As we see here, our Jack Quinn's fan of the game.
Bundled up on this night, make a little noise. Got the cowbell in hand. Our Jack Quinn's fan of the game. Atanella. Long ball down. Tabena Uzo, play down. Here's Schweitzer to the right side as Ajekwa. Up the seam comes Jack, and boy, defensively, both these teams have been suffocating tonight.
It's a nice idea by Jordan Schweitzer just to play that ball through. Just unable to get a runner on the end of it. Taeson Kim going to try to take the sting out of this one. Switchbacks just need to string a couple passes together here, build from the back. They've got both wingbacks pushed far forward now, Suggs and Burt.
Played up. Here's a Jakeway, not going to get through, but it will be switchback ball. Burt quickly on the throw, and a Jakeway bracketed there defensively by T2, pushed down by Nathan Smith, and not going to get a call on that.
It was a good idea by Tombe to play that ball out over the top, looking for Jordan Burt, press forward down that right wing, supported by that man right there, AJ Ajekwa.
The second half really crawling. Just the pace of play, it's been good play, but just not as sharp and as quick as we saw in the opening half.
It's been very fragmented, ball going out of bounds quite a lot, but not chippy. A very well-played game, fair-played game, and a well-refereed game as well. Taylor Hunter stepping across, good win there to recycle that ball to Tombe.
To the right side of Tombe is Burt. Jakwa lets it go through to Jordan. Jakwa sets it up. Here's the cross. Tabena Uzo. That's a little heavy for Tabena. Looked like a Jakeway trying to shield off the defender just a bit as the ball gets through. Now Portland 2-on-2. T2. Suggs gets into the box, and Sayus able to play it on the roll.
There was a nice idea going forward from the Switchbacks FC. Jordan Burt just trying to change the angle of that cross, working it onto his left foot, pinging it to the back post, looking for that run of Tabena Uzo. Has been dangerous since he came on. The Switchbacks just weren't able to get a shot, then T2 broke well. But that man there, Stuart Sayus, what a save that was. Just a few minutes ago off that ball that ricocheted off the left foot of Jamal Jack.
71st minute of play. Still 0-0. Bercoloni the turn. Schweitzer holds. Pressured there by Lewis, able to drop it back. Jamal Jack. Ball into traffic and bumped down as a Jaquia. Win there for T2. Good push by Burt.
Yeah, great working back, trying to get back into that right back position from Jordan Burt. Was well covered while he was stepped forward from Taesung Kim. Kim and Tombe in the center of that midfield. Schweitzer as well dropping back for the Switchbacks FC. We got a couple of substitutes on the far side of the field getting ready. Might see a change here, late roll of the dice by head coach Steve Tritchie for the Switchbacks FC just to interject some fresh legs into this game.
Defending is Vercoloni. And now Tombe able to get a right foot in there. And the Switchbacks FC an opportunity here, 72nd minute. Pressured by Williamson, or Williams rather. You got Williamson number 30 and Williams number 80.
Just too heavy for A.J. Jaquia to get on the end of that one. Down the Switchbacks right. Jaquia and Burt have done a good job combining on that near side as you look at home moving forward for the Switchbacks.
T2 out of bounds by Burt, and they'll set up defensively. Well, Roland, you've had a chance to see the Switchbacks since the inaugural game and has seen players come and go, but the team Steve Tritchie has assembled this season, it's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive teams. Talked about the slim down roster, obviously only being able to name 5 substitutes on the bench tonight. The Switchbacks defensively, very impressive this evening. Just lacked that little bit of a spark going forward, able to get too many good strikes on Antonello's goal, but you talked about it. Head coach Steve Tritchie, assistant coach Woldy Harris built a great roster here as we see referee coming across there.
And here comes the card. Josh Phillips, the former Switchback, is going to earn a yellow card.
Yeah, Phillips knew what he was doing there, came across, left a little bit in on Jordan Schweitzer right in front of the Timbers 2 bench. Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Referee was right on top of it. And the Switchbacks have a good opportunity here with Josh Suggs able to put in another one of these great crosses off his left foot. Phillips there stepping forward from that center back position, picking up the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card on his return here to Widener Field.
And setting up a joint chiropractic free kick on our Fat Boys Pizza replay.
That ball straight out of bounds. Out there for the Heat Depot corner kick on the far side of the field for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. 74 minutes into this game at Widener Field.
Our Oakwood Homes scoreboard, 74th minute of play. Josh Suggs, the captain, out of the Heat Depot corner. Ball in, headed out. Long run, Taesung. Not going to be able to keep it.
Unlucky for Taesung Kim there. Was a nice break across, help out his defenders. Luke Vercoloni, good positioning, but T2 are trying to break fast here. Just a little bit too heavy. Easy through there to Stuart Sayus. He looks to restart the attack for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
Well, stay tuned. Our critical moment of the game, at least to this point, and no surprise, it's going to be a defensive play. And a big shot there. And players still down as Burt and Smith and Scary.
So unlucky there. Both players going for the ball. 50-50 challenge. You could see Jordan Burt there just reaching out. Tell Smith he's sorry. Burt's going to need some attention here. Just looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. So we see his friend, great friend and captain there, Josh Suggs, come across there. Just tell Jordan Burt to remain down. 50-50 ball there. Both players had their eyes up there on the ball. Just one of those nasty collisions there. Hopefully both players are going to be okay. You can see the Switchbacks huddled around. Smith's getting some attention as well. Jordan Burt, tough man, looks like he's going to be all right. Ball over the top. Taylor Hunter, Jordan Burt going for this one on the Fat Boys Pizza replay. You see there, both players there, jarring collision. Jordan Burt holding his chest. But he's sat up a little bit here now. We see the Switchbacks training staff on the field there to help out Jordan Burt. Switchbacks right back.
Boy, scary moment. Good to see both moving, but just a bang, bang play on a collision. And I tell you what a scene. Burt able to sit up and Nathan Smith still down. Smith clutching that left shoulder. Happened so quick, tough to see the impact.
Yeah, shoulder for Smith. Looks like the chest for Jordan Burt. Definitely got the wind knocked out of him on that one. It was quite a collision. You could almost hear it up here in the booth. But you talked about SEC football. That was a challenge straight out of the SEC West there. Jordan Burt looks like he's going to be okay to continue. That's great news for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
Well, we have stoppage in the action. Here's our Penrose St. Francis critical moment of the game, and Josh Suggs with a great tackle is making a break near the end line. Devin Jamga, our critical moment of the game. And, well, I tell you what, applause there for Jordan Burt. Good to see. He is back up on his feet.
Yep. He has to go off at least for a couple seconds here until the referee restarts play. Jordan Burt there, great job by the training staff. They were right on top of that one, came straight out as soon as Burt hit the ground there. Might need a trip to a dentist there, holding his tooth there. Got some ice, holding that chest area. Got a bit of a contusion there on his nose as well. So hopefully Jordy's going to be okay. Just going through the concussion protocol here on the near side of the field. It's the top player, top young man there, Jordan Burt.
See our referee, Kevin Stott, and on the far side, away from Stott is Josh Phillips talking to our referee. Nathan Smith exited the match here in the 78th minute, so certainly extra time going to be placed on at the end of regulation, but most importantly, good to see both Smith and Burt moving, and it looks like Burt is going to stand a game.
It was a great job refereeing. Initially, the referee saw that collision, nasty collision there between Smith and Burt. Referee immediately blew the whistle. Training staff's right on top of it, came onto the field. Jordan Burt looks like he's gone through that concussion protocol with the Switchbacks training staff. He's trying to lobby his way back into the game here at Widener Field. There's Jordan. And referee going to restart with a drop ball. Switchback Sporting League going to play back to the Timbers 2. So we have just over 10 minutes here. Obviously, there'll be a hefty chunk of stoppage time added on at the end of this game after that stoppage of play. But Jordan Burt's back on the field, back in it right back. Looks like he's going to be okay. Have some bruises definitely tonight after that collision there on the near side of the field.
Headed back. Burt now. And Bercolotti's got to get there. Luke holding midfield. Here's Tombe.
Great feed once again from Tombe. Just needs the support and gets it there through Taesong Kim.
Drop back for Jamal Jack. Long ball down. Suggs. Quarter of the 18 now. Josh. All right, back defensively was T2.
It was a good job covering, but a great run forward once again from Josh Suggs. Going to go across, take this Heat Depot corner kick right in front of the Timbers 2 substitutes. For the Switchbacks FC, bringing both center backs forward once again here. They've been dangerous in these kind of set-piece situations tonight.
Out of the Heat Depot corner. Suggs. And headed out by T2. Blast back in by Taesong and off to the right side.
Ball always slicing away from goal there. Just didn't get the right purchase on it there. Taesong Kim. Antonella well covered there. 10 minutes to go at Widener Field. Colorado Springs and the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC going to make a substitution on the far side of the field.
We talked about the bench already. Tabena Uzo came into the 10th minute, so you're down to 4, really 3 players outside of Moise Poiti. You got Pascal Abusi, Ariel Macias, and Veneria Valima.
Yeah, and the young man from Helsinki, Finland, is going to be on the field now. Valima going to move into that right midfield position Got to get forward, support the attack as much as he can down the right-hand side. Jordan Burt stays in the game here for the Switchbacks FC after that collision that we just saw a couple minutes ago.
So down to just under 10 minutes to go in regulation, and certainly some time going to be put on at the end of this one. Uzo out, Valima in.
Yeah, there's the young Finn. Uzo did a good job leading the line of the attack for the Switchbacks FC tonight. T2 have a chance here. Switchbacks clearing their lines through Taylor Hunter, Tae-Song Kim.
Well, you get a feeling we could be headed for overtime, but certainly, I should say, for a 0-0 finish. We'll see if somebody can break out offensively. This has been an unbelievable defensive game.
Well read from Luke Furcoloni to win that ball. Taylor Hunter again. Switchbacks just temporarily outnumbered there in the center of midfield, but they work back well. Tom Bay and Tae-Song Kim in those holding positions.
Schweitzer closing in.
AJ Ajake was now going to lead the line offensively for the Switchbacks FC with the substitution of Uzo.
Holds, top of the 18, big blast, and the rebound punched in.
It was a good save initially, but Augustine Williams right on the doorstep to fire the Portland Timbers 2 into the 1-0 lead here at Widener Field. Good anticipation play there from Williams to watch that rebound and fire it home there.
Augustine Williams gets his second goal in as many games. Stuart Sayus made an initial just great stop, but again, nobody there on the rebound, and Williams able to clean it up. And that, right now, the difference in this game.
So unlucky there for Stuart Sayus. Goes across, as you said, great save, got his hands behind, but that ball just takes a wicked ricochet, goes to the exact opposite place of where the Switchbacks want it, right across the face of goal. And that man was the fastest to it there. Augustine Williams, he's been dangerous tonight. He's floated in and out of the game a little bit, but we know about the quality that he possesses for the attack. Fires the Portland Timbers 2 into the 1-0 lead at Widener Field. Switchbacks just about 10 minutes with stoppage time here to go at Widener Field to get themselves back on the board and rescue a point here for Steve Tritchew's men.
So, to your point, still plenty of time, but they've got to go right now. Opportunities in this second half have been limited for Switchbacks FC as Hunter on the back end. Big ball up, Suggs into the corner with a left foot. Nobody there on the cross. Furcoloni gets by Luke, and quickly Suggs, and you can see the urgency picking up in a hurry here for Colorado Springs. The Jake would know.
It was a good response there from the Switchbacks FC getting forward. Josh Suggs, looks like the Switchbacks are going to make one more roll of the dice. They're going to bring on their third and final substitution here of the game. Looks like Uriel Macias is going to come on. We'll get a confirmation on that in just a couple minutes here. Widener Field, next stoppage of play.
The ball from Kim, and going to stay in for the moment.
Great hustle from Jordan Burt, trying to win the ball back for his team.
So a substitution here, the final substitution for the Switchbacks FC. Uriel Macias in, and Tae-Song Kim is out. The 84th minute of play, just ticking out of the 85th. So here he is, Uriel Macias. Could he make a difference? Good play there by Tombe. Williams holds, left corner of the 18 now. Jack, boy, he's been everywhere tonight.
Jamal Jack has been fantastic. Definitely strong contender for man of the match here at Widener Field in Colorado Springs for the Switchbacks FC perspective. He's done a great job next to Taylor Hunter. Nothing he could do on that goal. It's really unlucky there from a defensive point of view from the Switchbacks. They were so good tonight, keeping T2 in front of them. But that just one shot and that rebound, Augustine Williams, quickest to it, fired home just from the doorstep. But the Switchbacks have a great chance here. Jordan Burke going to whip this ball in.
Top of the 18 now, gets through, backside, last touched. Well, Suggs thought it was last touched by Portland, but clearly it was last touched by the Switchbacks FC, so it's going to be T2 ball here. our BBB man of the match.
Better Business Bureau man of the match there, Jamal Jack. He was fantastic tonight. Just talked about him. Next to Taylor Hunter, stepped forward as well. Won a couple of corner kicks as well from a Switchbacks FC perspective. Very unlucky to be on the losing end so far here tonight with a few minutes to go for the Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, Jamal Jack could have easily been our man of the match last week against Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Had an outstanding performance in the debut against them. A 2-0 win for the Switchbacks FC. Jack holds. Taylor Hunter. Near side to Burt.
Jordan Burt with a great cross just a couple minutes ago. Unable to find the head of Valima earlier. Switchbacks FC really pushing forward here, trying to get an equalizer.
And Vercoloni, Suggs over there on the far side, working it for Colorado Springs. 87th minute. In case you just joined us, minutes ago, Augustine Williams, the go-ahead. Stuart Sayus made an outstanding initial save, but on the rebound, Williams able to clean it up, punch it in. That is the difference right now as T2 trying to knock off Colorado Springs for the first time in the history of this series. This, the 8th meeting, going back to 2015.
Switchbacks really selling out now, desperate to get that equalizer. Wouldn't be surprised to see one of the center backs step forward, become an additional attacker here as we take ever closer to the 90th minute mark at Widener Field.
Punched out by Portland. Tomba. Room to work, he'll send it in, big ball.
Looking for the blast there, just a lack of offensive options. Tombe decided to take that strike on goal, whistling well over the bar of Antonella. And he'll take his time here before he restarts for T2.
So our play of the game to this point, and no surprise, comes from number 80, Augustine Williams, after the initial strike by Batista.
It was a nice strike on goal, just took a nasty bobble right in front of Stuart Sayus. Augustine Williams there going across to celebrate after tapping that ball in. Good reaction play from the young striker. Jordan Schweitzer unlucky not to get the call there. Pushed off the ball.
2 minutes to go in regulation and certainly stoppage time. Going to be put back as far as an extra opportunity here for the Switchbacks FC to try to pull out a point.
Definitely should see a couple minutes at least here at Widener Field after that nasty collision involving Smith and Jordan Burt. Luckily, both players were okay.
Tombe. They got to go. Viedema.
Nice ball around the corner looking for AJ Ajekwa.
Oh, and the angle was cut off in a hurry. Goes down to the box. So they're going to pull out a card.
Yeah, it's going to be Valima carded off the ball there for a little bit of dissent to the referee for not blowing for the penalty kick there for AJ Ajekwa. Ajekwa just trying to work that ball onto his right foot, unable to get the strike on the T2 goal. Valima had some words for the referee, and that's why we see the Handsprings Hot Springs yellow card coming out there for Valima.
Vaneri Valima, as you can see, AJ Ajekwa that close to evening this one up and trying to pot a point here. Still time is another Fat Boys Pizza look. He just whiffed.
He did. Just got that push right in the side. Right as he was about to strike that ball on goal there, just threw off his center of balance there. So unlucky for AJ Ajekwa. He's done his best to lead the line here tonight. The combination of the man that we just saw go off a few minutes ago, Tabena Uzo, Jamal Jack going to come across, win that one for the Switchbacks. Referee's assistance flags up. It's going to be restarted with the goal kick here for the Switchbacks FC, who have absolutely no time to waste. We'll see how much stoppage time the referee's assistant puts on his board on the far side of the field.
So closing out regulation here, Valima down at midfield. We're going to have 3 minutes, no, 6 minutes.
That makes sense after that stoppage to Jordan Burt there. As you see the referee Very demonstrative there in the way that he shows the yellow card there. Valima just trying to get some space here. Referee's just going to have to get a hold of this one there. Tempers flaring a little bit, but Switchbacks looking for the quick restart. Just need to give the referee time here for the, as we saw the tick-tock shop. 6 minutes of stoppage time here at Widener Field, mostly because of that stoppage of play that we had for both trainers coming across. But the man of the match, the Better Business Bureau man of the match, Jamal Jack, going to restart this with the short free kick to Tombe.
And that a Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Right to the 18, still alive, played out of the ground, turning, holding, low shot, ricochets through the 18. He's going to get through the end line, last touched by Colorado Springs.
It was a good job there to work that ball out to Valima right on the edge of the box there, taking the strike. Jordan Schweitzer there just having some words with the assistant referee there, wanting that throw in to go his way. But Valima found himself in a good spot, unable to get his shot on goal.
So just a little over 4 minutes to go in extra time. Low ball through Valdima. Up ahead of Jakwa. Takes a blast, able to stay on his feet. Here we go, Vercoloni now. Luke weaving through traffic. Goes down hard. We're going to get a call. Here we go, and here comes a joint chiropractic free kick.
Great position here for the Switchbacks. Wonderful upper body strength and experience from Luke Vercoloni just to get himself goal side. Felt the pressure. Went down under the foul. Referee right on top of it. Josh Suggs standing over this one. Looks like he fancies this as a strike at goal. Dangerous position here for the goalkeeper. He's going to have to set his wall up right in the middle here. Ball could go either way. This does favor the left foot slightly of Josh Suggs. The referee just going to make sure the wall is 10 yards here as we still got 3 minutes and change of stoppage time to go at Widener Field.
So Tombe, Suggs. There's the wall, top of the 18 for T2.
Great opportunity here for the Switchbacks. Watch out for that left foot. The curler of Josh Suggs with a blast from Tombe.
Suggs gets it over and just over the crossbar.
Just leaning back a little bit there. Josh Suggs unable to keep that ball down. It was a good idea. You could see what he was going for. Trying to paint it into that top corner. Just unable to keep that strike down.
Well, just about halfway home at extra time. Another Fat Boys Pizza look.
Unlucky there, right into the trailheads. You see Jordan Bird having pressed forward.
Antonella, he has played well tonight.
He had a couple of dodgy moments with his handling earlier in the game, Antonella, but he's done well since then. His distribution's been good with his feet. He's done a good job of marshaling his defense. Stuart Sayus, good step forward there to win that ball back for the Switchbacks. Got to hurry now. Got to get this one downfield as fast as they can. Burt and Suggs both pushed as far forward as they possibly can be here for the Switchbacks, desperate to get an equalizer at home.
Midfield, Jack hangs back.
Good working back here from Valima. You'll see him coming to your screen right there. Great working back there by the young Finn to win that ball back for the Switchbacks.
Valdima and Arboleda in no hurry whatsoever. As Batista comes over to play it here, we are down about 2 minutes to go in this. Switchbacks somehow trying to salvage a point and even this one up. No hurry for T2. There's Burt stepping up. They'll continue to take their time in the Pikes Peak Brewing Company corner. See the fans behind our G.E. Johnson Construction Company sponsorship there on the near side.
Switchbacks winning this ball back. Going to have to pump this forward as fast as they can here. Try to get a knockdown, get some runners over. Luke Vercoloni doing his best to get forward, support the attack from his center midfield position as he's played the last few minutes of the second half.
Chipped off of the right foot. They got to go. Down to less than a minute. Tombe. Ball through Valdima. Too much.
Just accelerated there off the surface. It was a good idea. Great pass from Tombe looking over the top. Just too much on it there for the young second half substitute.
Just about 35 seconds to go. Tell you what, T2, credit Portland. They took advantage of the lone opportunity they had, able to punch it home, and they appear to be on the verge of coming away with 3 points, their first win of 2018 and their first win ever in this series.
It's been a good road performance by the Timbers too. They lived a little bit dangerously toward the middle half of the first half, gave up some good golden opportunities for the Switchbacks FC. But the Switchbacks obviously missing Saeed Robinson, Shane Malcolm just unable to capitalize. As we see the accelerated Wealth corner kick, Timbers 2 in no rush to take this one.
Is Arboleda over to take it, the accelerated Wealth corner. Been a well-played match. But that put in by Augustine Williams, the difference, and that will do it. Full time, Switchbacks FC fall for the first time in 2018. 1-0 the final. Portland comes into Widener Field, and they get the victory tonight by a goal. Stick around, the post-game show to follow. Portland over Colorado Springs, back after this.
Did you know even insurance adjusters hire lawyers when they've been hurt in a car crash? Why? They know with a lawyer they're going to get the money they need, and you will too. Call or text McDivitt Law Firm now.
Tricky to say, easy to call. McDivitt.
Hailstorms are fun to watch, but they can leave you with a damaged roof. When that happens, Cornerstone Roofing can put your roof and gutters back to where they need to be. We provide free inspections and insurance estimates, and we'll work with your insurance company so your new roof is hassle-free. Plus, our customer service department will walk you through every step to make sure it's a fast and easy process. Cornerstone Roofing is licensed and bonded, so all work is guaranteed. Call Cornerstone Roofing for your free estimate, because integrity is the cornerstone of our business.
You've been injured in a car crash. You need money. But what you don't know is the insurance company has a team of lawyers working against you. Act now. McDivitt will be aggressive in our fight to get you the money you deserve.
Tricky to say, easy to call. McDivitt.
Well, T2 comes into Widener Field. They get a win for the first time in the history of this series. As you can see, former Switchback Josh Phillips exiting here. He gets a win in his return to Colorado Springs. 1-0 the final. Josh Howe, Roland Vargas, and Roland, well, certainly a tough night tonight for Colorado Springs. They played well, but again, the lone opportunity for Portland, they were able to capital. That's the difference. So here we go to the highlights. A lot of defense here tonight.
Ton of defense. Switchbacks just missing that offensive spark. Going forward, as we talked about, missing a couple players, this was a great opportunity. Wonderful spin there from Tabena Uzo, but a great block in the end from T2 to keep that strike off a goal. Great, one of our moments of the match, excuse me, Josh. Wonderful moment there from Suggs to block that ball. Suggs was great offensively as well, played a lot of good free kicks, corner kicks. Tabena Uzo right there with the chance again, unable to find the net right in front of the Trailheads.
Yeah, Tabena Uzo coming in for Marty maybe into the 10th inning, or 10th minute, I should say, after the injury, and you can see there a fine save out the foot of Sayus.
It was a wonderful save from Sayus and makes this all the more heartbreaking there. Makes the initial save, but that rebound just goes straight out, right across the face of goal. Tapped home by Augustine Williams, 1-0 for the Portland Timbers 2.
His second goal this season, and here are the final numbers, and that the difference. Shot advantage, Switchbacks FC, and certainly They would love to have a few of those back. Is not able to capitalize tonight. So the final score, 1-0 Portland over Colorado Springs. The Switchbacks FC go to 1-1 of the year. Portland goes to 1-1, and Switchbacks FC going to be on the road for 2. They're going to be back here again on April the 7th. And for T2, they continue this 5-game road swing at Salt Lake, Tulsa, and OKC. What a night here in Widener Field. For my partner, Roland Vargas, our entire crew, this is Josh Howe saying so long from Colorado Springs. Portland, a winner tonight over the Switchbacks FC.
Thank you for watching tonight's Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC post-match show on SoCo CW. Sponsored by Cornerstone Roofing and Gutter. Integrity is the cornerstone of our business.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.